Hello everybody, and welcome back to Ages Past. And I'm not going to bother with an intro. I'm actually kind of into what's going on right now. The dwarves, right now, the most powerful nation at one point, are at war with the orcs and the Numenorians, and are, quite frankly, not doing too well. They still have a fairly good-sized army, 54, but not as much of a population as their enemies. And if these dwarves here can be recaptured though, maybe they might stand a chance. But let's see. God Dog. God Dog is a new orc village. I love that. But it doesn't look like they're going to last long. Those orcs are coming in, and God Dog doesn't have a population right now. But it's still there somehow. I'm not sure how. I don't know how a village can have no population or buildings. Oh, just kidding. God Dog is no more. That was great. I love that name. God Dog was destroyed. That was very godly of them. And dogly as well. I love that. That name's great. Can they please bring it back? I kind of liked it. And what do we got here? We got a bunch of orcs working on a house right now. Look at them go. And they've expanded into more areas with trees as well. Going fairly well. And we got a bunch of orcs moving into dwarf territory now. By the looks of it. Laying waste to them as well. Look at them go. Now they're fighting more dwarves. Look at them. Crazy. And the dwarves aren't actually doing very much to fight back either. A lot of orcs have weapons somehow. Are they supplying their civilians with weapons? It kind of looks like it. Or maybe they're just holding hammers. I don't know. And this village over here is not doing too well. Radak. They're going for it again. New village. Let's see how this one will go. Maybe this one will actually last longer, but it doesn't look like it. We already got dwarves coming in for the kill. We got orcs coming in over here as well. And what is that dwarf wearing? He's a pyromaniac. He's also crippled as well. I'm not sure if that dwarf... Nope, he's not going to last. And there they go. They're tearing up this village. Like it wasn't small enough as it was. Only has 4 population left. And there we go. Radak was destroyed again. Looks like the Numenorians are loading up on ships once more to head out. And we got dwarves doing likewise over here. 23 on a ship there. And it's not going too well for the dwarves actually. They're all focused on one front right now, which is defending against the orcs. Which they are successfully doing to some extent. Nirn doesn't have much of a population left though, I must say. And being their capital, that's not very good either. Somehow a dwarf landed himself on that island, so let's help him out and chuck him over there. Oh, the orcs made peace. Somehow. That's not something that orcs normally do. Yeah. They made peace with the dwarves. So now perhaps they'll be able to get a new village going. It looks like that's exactly what they're doing. Look at that. The orcs now have a village up and running there. And we have Numenorians coming in. 32 of them. They may drop off near this village. And decimate what's left of it. Nope, it looks like they are going to head straight towards Go-Real again. Like how they usually do. Yep, they landed. They're engaging the dwarf army. But they are not doing too well. Or are they? Maybe they will. They are doing some damage. Look at that. They actually kind of defeated them, it looks like. And they're being taken out by archers as well. Look at them go. They're going through, destroying a bunch of dwarves now. Or, what? Looks like they're just running around doing nothing. Oh, now they're coming in to deal with the rest of those human archers. Yep, and that is that. Definitely did a little bit of damage there, though. Without a doubt. And now we got the dwarves looking to retaliate against the humans. Let's see how well this battle will go. There is still a little bit of a human army there. The dwarves have landed now. How will they defend? How will the humans do against their defense right now? Let's see, they've got a beachhead, and ooh, they are expanding very quickly as well. Humans might not stand a chance this time. Numenorians are getting wiped out left and right. And now, the Dwarves of Erebor have declared war against this new faction over here. Ooh, Numenorians made peace though. At the very last moment they managed to. The dwarves are just focused on rebuilding what they lost. Right now the orcs... Ooh, let's see. The Dwarves of Erebor might lose. Their army is elsewhere right now, and Erebor is being captured. Look at that. Very clean win right there. But now there's going to be fighting on Numenor between these two dwarf factions. Let's see how well this will go. Definitely some fighting. How will they do against that captain? He is a very good veteran as well, but not good enough by the looks of it. And it looks like, yeah. And now Galgor is also fighting. Look at that. Looks like Autumno is trying to hold. A lot of fighting going on over here, though. And the king died. Many people that were energized are being struck by lightning as well. And Autumno was completely destroyed. The dwarves, once the most powerful race, being overcome by civil war. Oh, wow. And that asteroid completely wiped out Mount Doom. And on that note, the orcs are going to war with this new dwarf race. Or, not race, but faction, I guess we'll call it. Not sure if that's the best idea for them, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. A lot of their armies are returning though from abroad, so the dwarves will be restocked and rearmed. And now they are also unified as well, which might not be very good, but the orcs have prepared a pretty decently sized army as well. Here, let me just fix up this land that got destroyed here. Let's put in some forest tiles. Right like that. That ought to do. There we go. I kind of like that. And now we throw in some rainwater, just like that. Just to finish it back up. And now we chuck in trees, and we are good to go. Look at that. How lovely. It doesn't look like Datod is going to survive much longer. Unless the orc army shows up to help him out. But nope, that is it. And over here, we got, what is the name of this place? Ditchiina? Ditchiina, okay. Interesting. But I think that the correct name for that place is actually Dunland. No matter whose control it's under, it's still Dunland. Just like that. And, yeah, I guess I'll have to change place names over here eventually, but dwarves are going through. And not going through very well with the orcs. Look at the orcs coming up from the south, bringing a lot of death and destruction along with them. And now clash of the armies right here. We got the orc one splitting off into two separate groups. One's heading east, and now the Numenorians have declared war against the orcs. Interesting. Not one that I expected to see. but still interesting nonetheless. This might be it for the orcs. With the Numenorians declaring war? Huh. Very interesting. Let's see, the dwarves are doing alright at defending as well. But we got a lot of orcs coming in still. Nern is still building back up its population. And they've still got a fairly good-sized army as well. The orcs are definitely ready. They were ready, at least. And looks like we got some rain back up here. And the Plague Doctor is also chilling on that island. Burdened with staying there forever. And Dunland has just received a bolstered population from a boat, I'm guessing. And we got armies clashing over here as well. Orc one clashing with the dwarf one. And that one is a victory for the dwarves. Looks like we got more orcs coming in though. Trying to stop them from getting close to their capital. Let's see how well that battle will go. And this one orc, or no, dwarf I mean, really going. Look at him. Crazy. He's a pyromaniac too, and he's definitely putting it to use, throwing fire bottles. Crazy. We do have several Numenorians here as well. Troops. The orcs are going all out to try and defend right now, and are even advancing into dwarf territory right now. Putting down their army as it continues to advance. Very good strategy right now. And who do we have here? Yeah, that is an orc. And this dwarf over here is getting shot at from the land. He's not going to do too well there, I imagine. And that one dwarf has a fire sword, which isn't a very good outcome for the orcs usually. But it's always possible that it could have a good outcome. The orcs right now seem almost unstoppable. But it is very clear that they aren't. It has been shown time and time again that the orcs can always come back from invasions. And that dwarf captain got wiped out by those orc civilians. Wiped off the map completely. Look at them go. They're going around wiping out all these captains that try to take them out. Look at them. Another dwarf captain about to be slain. Look at that. Now we got a dwarf civilian that tried, but failed. Even with no army, the orcs are just so good at fighting that they always find a way to do it. And now we got another lightning storm? Oh, that one's not really close. Dwarves are now advancing towards the dwarf borders once more. Not unusual at this time. And the dwarves are taking losses. Really bad losses too. Dunland, the human village, is slowly expanding as well. Trying to hold off the orcs from their borders as well. Right now, they don't seem to be focused on the orc threat. They seem to just be focused on expanding. Or wait, are they? We had a human landing over here. They didn't destroy anything but the well. And now there's just a single human archer. Nope, not a single. 2 human archers. And one of them's a pyromaniac. Throwing fire bottles and whatnot. But right now, the orcs are definitely winning, and now the dwarves finally decide to bring in a little bit of an armada to try and hold back the orcs and maybe even advance a little bit. But now we got the orc army coming in to put that down. Don't want any of that going on near their borders now. And look at it go. It is still happening, no matter how much. But dwarves are dying. regardless. But people on both sides are dying as well. The dwarves have a seemingly endless tide, though, to throw into their defense. And look at that, they just proved it again by destroying another human wave. Right there and then. There are some left there. And look at that, they just hit the edge of the world and then swim back to deal with what humans are chilling on Harad. And look at that, not many humans are gonna die from that one. Let's see, we got a wild mage, an evil mage here. Ooh, landed on Numenor. Let's see how well he'll do. He got thrown into the water right away. That didn't take very long. Not long at all. And, what are all of these? Those are all grasshoppers, chickens, whatnot. And now we got clash going on over here, as the dwarves are trying to throw in more people into an offensive. And now it looks like the dwarves, or no, the orcs are going on an offensive on the humans now. Or trying to, at least. Yeah, they are. Humans are bringing in 11 more soldiers over here to Harad. Let's see how well that offensive will go. They are even bringing in civilians, but civilian orcs are clearly better fighters than civilian humans, wiping them out with ease. Absolute ease. Now there's several orcs over here, just going for a little bit of a march against the dwarves right now, and did that fairly easily as well. And now my favorite was slain? Huh? Which one? Oh. Haha. Okay, well I guess I'll just make a new favorite then. The Plague Doctor was slain by the mage. Somehow. I'm not sure what we got going on here. But I can see that this mage has really taken up a refuge on the island. And somehow a berry bush has grown on there. Is he gonna single-handedly take down a dwarf ship? It kinda almost looks like it. Dwarf ship doesn't seem to be doing much to try and... Oh, he just lightninged it. Okay, that works. I forgot he could actually do that. Somehow there's a dwarf that managed to land on the island as well. Doesn't look like he's gonna do too well there, though. Because that mage is very powerful. And now the orcs are making a move into Erebor. But Erebor still has a fairly good army. And, oh, new orc village as well. Interesting. The dwarves are trying to push past and destroy that orc village before it becomes anything. We still have some humans that have landed, are trying for another offensive on Harad. But the orc militia of a civilian population put an end to that very quickly. And look at that. Very easily put an end to that, with minimal casualties as well. Now the orc army is also moving in. And now, look at that. Another favorite ended over here by some other dude in a mine. Somehow a dwarf in a mine managed to kill that mage. And how do eggs just fall from the sky? That's a little bit confusing. But the dwarves are definitely taking losses. Everywhere, in fact. And we got a lot of fighting everywhere at the moment. Orcs are doing very well at taking out people. Oh, and now we got another orc over here going to battle with some dwarves. And he is... Oh, is he retreating? Nope, fight to the death. As always. The orcs are managing to take out some of these dwarf buildings as well. Very key buildings. Very important. And this leader over here is doing a very good job. He's a militarist. Definitely putting his skills to use. Look at him go. But will he be able to live forever? He's doing quite a bit of damage as well. Look at him go. getting more and... Ooh, he's not doing too well for health, though. He might... Oh, yeah. He did not survive that one. This is actually picking up quite well. Got a dwarf army moving in to try and defend there. Erebor is under constant attack. With the dwarf or orcs at their borders. Let's see, we got another human ship, 19 this time, coming into Harad. And the orc civilians are going in to lay waste to them once more. It's just a chain reaction. As soon as they pick up more weapons, they start killing more humans and picking up more weapons and so on. And it won't be long before they finally notice that these archers are actually still here. And then probably do something about it, maybe not. And Dunland is actually doing a fair bit of expanding, but now the orcs are attacking. And their army, as well as civilians, are nowhere to be seen. So the orcs are basically just roaming freely in that area. But Orduz is actually expanding now, quite a bit. Now we also have some demons, and they appeared on that island. Surprise, surprise. And the orcs have made peace with the dwarves. So now their only focus is the Numenorians. And they are starting by dealing with Dunland, which doesn't have much of a defense at all, and is actually getting wiped on the ground right now, just like that. Dunland was destroyed. Well, actually, not destroyed, but freed from human occupation, we'll call it. That's a nicer way of saying that they got their asses kicked. Which, now we just got a dwarf wandering into orc territory. Oh, we got more humans here. Doesn't seem like anything of importance is happening with that. Oh, and now they are going in for another kill. All they need to do is... Oh, and there goes another one. There's one human left, the captain. You know, it doesn't seem like they notice, for whatever reason, the archers. Until they pick up a melee weapon, and I think it's as soon as they move from their location, then they notice. I'm not sure how the code for that works, but it's very, very interesting, that's for sure. What do we have here? Oh, looks like the orcs were getting ready to launch an assault. But Orduz is really growing now, look at it. Doing very well. I might even call that one Mordor if it goes down far enough. But there isn't a volcano there anymore, so that's a shame. But nonetheless, it's still a very good achievement to have another village up like that. And now, with peace approaching, it seems like the elves were the only thing that was standing between people and peace. Because it seems like nobody else really did anything until then. But yeah, this was a very interesting episode. And now we got some more humans. Are they heading back to Dunland? Going to re-inhabit it? Perhaps? Maybe they are. Look at that. Are they? Well, they've gathered here. I don't know what they're doing. What do we have here? Dwarf he's absolutely decked. And all of the demons were slain on that island. That's alright. I don't see anybody with the flame swords though, so I'm not too sure who did it. Did they all just walk into water and die? Or something? I don't know. No clue. But now Harad and Orduz will have time to expand as well. A lot of trees in this area as well. And Orduz managed to get a building up there. And a bush just grew. I saw that. What is going on there? Yeah, they can mine cactuses. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. But I think that I'll end things here for now. That was a productive episode. A lot of stuff happened. So yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I'm here for. Your enjoyment. That's perfectly normal, right? But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I said that again. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Y'all.